Virgo, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Virgo the Victorian. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe on the channel. And Virgo, if you have any time, please go into the comments and tell me where you are on planet Earth. I would love to hear from you. I see you in the algorithm and I feel everyone's energy, but I'd love to know where you are. If you want to donate to the channel, there's 2 links in the description box at the top. So Virgo, let's get started. This is kind of a crazy energy that's coming out for you. I'll show you the first 2 cards that came out is 2 snake cards together. So the snake and girl with the snake. So this is like a lot of temptation energy. And Virgo, what I'm picking up on is for a lot of you, someone from your past is coming back and trying to get you back. And this is 2 people at the same time. So for some of my Virgos, this is a person and their parent who really loved you and wanted you to marry them, and they're going to call you and say, you know, my mom always wanted me to marry you, and or my dad always wanted me to marry you, or something like that. And you felt really loved by this family or accepted by this family, so you didn't just love this person, you loved their family. And a lot of my Virgos, you have family wounds, you have mother-father wounds, so this is really tempting to you. Plus the person really tempted you, right? So you feel this double energy pulling on you. For another group of my Virgos, this is 2 people, 2 different partners calling at identical times to want you back. So either 2 men calling you or 2 women calling you for my male Virgos. And if it's women calling the men, for my male Virgos, they're going to say something to you like you're twice the man or something like that, or you're everything, or this is like a double, some weird double energy, like you're everything I wanted and more kind of a thing. But this is someone from your past that's coming back to really tempt you, and this is like massive temptation. Okay, Cupid's arrow. So this is what they're gonna tell you, that when they met you, they felt really struck by you, and they just felt like instant attraction, instant love for you, but you knew this at the time, and you saw it kind of in their face at the time. So this is a person that always had like a huge crush on you, and you knew this, people told you this, but you already knew. But Virgo, remember this, the narcissist and the golden mirror. So this person is a little bit self-absorbed. So they come in really hot and they come in really strong, but they're super vain too. And they're all about themselves. And this is why the relationship didn't work out. And for my Virgos, where it's them and their parent, like they're super attached to their parent and they're super attached to their family. So they probably come from like an affluent family, a family with lots of money. And they're always like referencing this and saying, me and my parent, me and my family business, blah, blah, blah. Everyone kind of knows who they are. They're almost like notorious in your town or something like that, where they come with all this weird energy. And so in the beginning you found this attractive because you're like, they have money and they have all these connections, but it's sort of a negative thing because they're also just, they're not really available to just love you for you or just to be themselves. Abundance, yeah. So this person has a lot of money, or they may offer you money, and you saw them this way. But at this time in your life, Virgo, you have your own abundance and you have your own stability, so you don't need someone to really take care of you. And for any of my Virgos out there, if you've been through divorce and separation, you're doing your own thing, you're standing on your own, you're taking care of your kids. And even if you don't have tons of money, you're doing okay. And you may be at a point in your life where you think, I wouldn't really be with someone because of money at this point in my life, right? But they're gonna come back and try to like flash money around and name drop people and name drop their parent and be like, remember my dad always liked you and blah, blah, blah. And this is a person that when you were together, they spent a lot of money on you. So they could have taken you skiing, they could have taken you on vacation, and you had all kinds of dinners. And when you were younger, like when you're with this person, they were kind of wowing you with this energy. But now you're kind of like reflecting on this and thinking, I don't really need all this stuff, right? Look at this, Virgo. Engagement ring upside down. So this is a person that you thought you were going to marry that you didn't marry. Or they may have let the relationship go on for a certain point and then started saying weird stuff like, oh, I don't even really believe in marriage, or why do people have to get married, kind of a thing. Or do we really have to, get married? And then you're really angry and frustrated because you felt like the person dated you under like false pretenses, and you were like, I really wanted marriage and you always knew I wanted a commitment, and they were kind of, almost like playing mind games with you, like saying like, did we really talk about this kind of thing? And for my male Virgos, this is a person that you got to the point of proposing to and they turned it down, and then you were kind of crushed and devastated because other people wanted to marry you, and then this person turned you down, and you thought it's really too bad because this is the one person that I really pursued. Yeah, seduction. So this person is, they see you as very attractive, very seductive, very beautiful, and you see them as this way too. So this is why you have to be really cautious of this energy. And Virgo, this is a person that you remember as like physically really beautiful. So the first time you saw them, you thought, wow, they're so attractive, and you felt tremendous chemistry with this person. And when you even think about chemistry, you probably think about this person. Okay, let's get into like another oracle deck. Yeah, send me a message for my Virgos. Send me a message for my Virgos. Okay, loneliness connection. So this connection made you feel lonely. Wow. Doesn't that just suck? Right? Like this connection, the more you became connected to this person, the more lonelier you felt. Because they are a bit selfish and a bit of a jerk, you know, and they're beautiful and they're so attractive and they have all this money, and it's like they're great on paper, but then they don't give you everything that you need, and you're lacking this deeper soul connection. And you wound up thinking, you know, I was really adored by other people and I don't really want to be with this person because there's just a part of yourself that they're not really meeting your needs. That's tough. True self, hidden self. This is you felt that this person couldn't see the deeper level of yourself, so you were trying to show them a deeper level and connect with them on a deeper level, and they didn't really get it because they're not that deep of a person. They're not a spiritual person. They're a bit shallow. They're a bit, you know, you might have thought of this person as stupid or something, which is mean, but you know, you thought this person isn't, you know, they're not the smart one. Or you may have kind of judged this person and thought, good thing their parents have money kind of thing, right? That's this person. That's so mean. But Virgo, now you know who I'm talking about, right? And you're like, oh yeah, that person, right? So you are a very deep, intuitive person with these deep emotions, and you really tried to connect with this person on this other level, and they just missed it because they're just not that they're not that intuitive, and they're not that deep, and they're just more shallowy. And you know, you're talking about deep spiritual things, and they're more just talking about money. And they may be like a person that likes to drink champagne and just party party party. Or they talk about, you know, they may be really obsessed with standing in their parents' shadow, like, oh, I have, you know, my dad. Or they're always kind of obsessed with this idea that they're never kind of big enough or whatever. And then you're just sitting there so kind of disappointed because you wanted them to be on this other level with you, but they're just really not. Apologizing grudge. So this person's going to reach out to you and say, look, I really wanted to apologize. I'm sorry if I was mean to you. I'm sorry if I was whatever. And you're going to sit there and say, I don't need an apology from you. Because you don't, like, you're not hanging on to this person and you don't think about them at all. They're going to be like, I'm so sorry. I bet you're really hurt. I bet you're really obsessed with me. And you're like, no, like, I literally haven't thought about you. So no, right? And then they're such a vain person, like this ego thing where they're like, oh, I bet you never loved again kind of thing. And you're like, as if, man, right? Like, and you don't even think about this person. You've moved on. You've had other relationships. I'm seeing for a lot of Virgos, you've had kids since you've been with this person, or you've just, if you haven't had kids, you've done other serious things. You've had jobs, you've had travel, you've had other experiences, and you don't define yourself by this person. But bizarrely, they think that you do, and they're gonna call you and be like, oh, I'm sorry to be the person that, you know, wouldn't marry you and broke your heart. And you're like, who? Like, get out of here, right? So this is a weird energy, and then you're going to be sort of annoyed by this person, but then this conversation is going to sort of make you think about them again and be like, oh my god, they're so vain, they're so weird, they're so immature. But then it's like they're creeping back into your energy. Freedom, sacrifice. So you were happy to sort of sacrifice this relationship, even though for a lot of my Virgos, this is a person that broke up with you, but you felt a lot of freedom getting out of this relationship. And since that time, you've experienced a lot of like mind expanding, soul expanding things in your own life, and you're not looking forward. You're flying into your own life, and you're just expanding your own horizons. And for a lot of Virgos, you've been to school, you've had your career, you've done all these things, so you're not thinking about this person. Forgiveness and grimness. So this person, they're like in this weird serious vibe where they're gonna call you and be like, I hope you didn't want to, kill yourself because of me. And you're like, get out of here, right? Like, this is them. They're very drama oriented. They're gonna, say like, I thought I was gonna die when we split up, but you're like, no, like they're just sort of fake drama kind of thing, or they're really trying to escalate things. And this is almost like a weird kind of teenage drama that they have, even though they're not a teenager. They're an adult. They shouldn't be acting like this. They're very silly. That they like to exaggerate things. And when you were younger, you probably kind of were tricked by this energy, and now it's just going to sort of irritate you. Sadness and anger. This person's going to actually remind you of sadness and anger that you did feel towards them when you were younger, because they did kind of break up with you or they did reject you, but you really moved past this, and they're trying to sort of push you back into this rejection energy for their own, like, sad little vanity, because they want to replay with you, like, remember when I broke up with you? And you're just going to be like, no, right? Like, yeah. Generosity, egoism. So this person's going to try to tempt you with generosity, and they're going to be like, oh, let me take you out, let me buy you this, blah blah blah. And they may remind you of a time when they, when you were younger, they maybe impressed you with a small amount of money and something silly, like taking you out to like a restaurant or something, and or like a fancy place. And for some of my Virgos, I'm picking up on some kind of a historical building that's been redone, or where people eat. So it could be like they took you to like a high tea or something like that, and you'd never done that, or they took you to some fancy kind of place like a garden. Or this has something to do for a lot of Virgos with some English heritage thing, like it's a high tea thing, or it's like a garden thing, or it's something fancy, and you thought, ooh. But then looking back, you're like, whatever, like they just, they're not that special. I could have just gone there by myself. But when you were younger, you were impressed by them, and they sort of wowed you with things. Like they could have taken you to a museum, they could have taken you to like an art show. For some Virgos, they could have taken you to a city where you've never been, and you were in this energy of being like wowed by them, and they maybe rented like a fancy hotel, and you thought, ooh, right. And now that you're older and you look back with perspective, you're like, this person was just hella manipulative. Like they just used a little bit of money to prey on me because I was like a naive person. And maybe for some of my Virgos, you're like a small town person, you didn't experience these things, and then this person kind of used it to sort of impress you. And now like it just doesn't impress you anymore, because you have your own money and you have your own independence, and now you've gone to school, and now you've traveled and done your own things, and you're like, this person, they're not that special. They just kind of use this against me, and they're probably older than you or have some kind of position over you, and you're like, I'm not impressed by their status anymore. Boundaries and respect. So this is the message from your angels, is to set boundaries with this person. And you can even say flat out to this person, like, I have boundaries with you. And Virgo, you're smarter than this person actually, and you're more powerful than this person, to be quite honest with you. And now you've elevated your game and you've elevated your life, and you're not going to really be like manipulated like you were before. Okay, I'm going to get into my Heart Oracle deck. Universe, send me a message for Virgos about this kind of ex-person. Send me a message for Virgo. Yeah, knowing heart. So this is your intuition, and this is you seeing the light, and this is you knowing that this person really isn't all that in a bag of chips like we used to say. People don't say that anymore. You're not impressed by this person like you used to be, and just use your intuition and know that they're not really like an evil person, but they're just vain and manipulative, and they just want to be like a celebrity person in your life, and that they want to hold you in a third party, or they want to keep you as this person that is hung up on them or something like that, and you're just done with this. Unseen heart. So this card shows your physical attraction with this person. So they had something about them that you found very attractive. There's something about them, their looks, that when you saw them, they're very striking. So they may have like dark hair and green eyes or something like that, or they may have sort of like a different look, like a goth look, or they reminded you of like, that movie The Crow, for those of you that haven't seen it, it reminded you something like that, like very romantic, very otherworldly. They reminded you of sort of like a Hollywood actor or something, and you thought, ooh, this person is so special, and this is what they're going to try to kind of pull you back into the giving heart. So this is you and their energy. You were so nice to this person, you gave to this person, you were kind to them, you put them on a pedestal, you were so complimentary to this person, you always call back, you always text back, you're always there. And guess what? They didn't appreciate this. Reinventing heart. So this is what they should see about you. You've really reinvented your life. You've really reinvented your energy, and you've gone in a totally other direction. And for a lot of Virgos, you're married or you're in a relationship and they're trying to actually tempt you in your relationship. So then, Virgo, go ahead and shut this person down and be like, I don't think so, right? Because that's so vain, isn't it, for someone to come at you when you're already in a committed relationship. And you know what? You can be committed to being single too. If you're just single and happy and you're living your best life, they're going to come in and be like, ooh, remember me? You're so, you're so dazzled by me. And it's okay to say no, right? Like, get out of here. Flirty heart, so they remember you as this person, this very fiery, passionate energy. You had a lot of chemistry with this person. You did have a lot of flirtation with this person. But see, rejected heart, they made you feel really sad. They made you feel really rejected. So don't let them get away with this another time. This is kind of reminding me almost of like Sex in the City with Mr. Big, where he keeps coming back, and rejecting her. And don't let someone ever reject you a second time, because don't take them back and don't give them that chance. Honestly, like, they don't really deserve you. And also, Virgo, you've just grown out of this energy of being this naive person that they rejected the first time. Yeah, longing heart. I'm so annoyed. They're gonna call you and say, ooh, I miss you. I'm really longing for you. I think about you all the time, blah, blah, blah. And they're just going to try to hit like personal chords with you and tell you that whatever means the most to you, whether it's your art or your writing or something like that, your music, the thing that your children, they know what means the most to you. And they're going to say, I miss this about you. I miss that about you. And they're going to tell you you're such a genuine person. You're so meaningful, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to tell you that they're so, longing for you. But look at this is like upside down remorseful heart. They don't feel bad about what happened, and they don't even feel bad about everything that they put you through the first time. They don't regret the way that they treated you. They don't have any remorse about it at all. And this is something that caused you a lot of sadness and pain and rejection. And you kind of, if you think about broken hearts, you think about this person, and if you think about being rejected, you think about this person, and they don't even feel bad. So let's get into final oracle deck, okay? Just the Blue Angel deck. I love this deck. Let's get a message for you. Night on Earth. Ooh, so this is kind of like, in this reading, this is kind of like a one night stand energy. They're going to call you and be like, I just want to see you. What's the big deal? We're just friends. And just be very cautious of this, because they're trying to open a door with you, and one night is never one night. One drink is never one drink, right? So don't meet up with this person. Golden light. They see you in this golden light because you've really ascended your life and you've really reinvented yourself, and you're making lots of money and you're doing really well, and you're being guided by angels, and you're being guided like by this white light energy. And they're trying to step into this light with you and be like, oh, I'll just feed off Virgo almost, or take, and you shouldn't allow them to come into this higher level of your life. Michael Descent. So this is the angels trying to guide you away from this person. So the angels have another plan for you. God has another plan for you, and doors are going to open, and this person really isn't meant to be in your energy, because they don't deserve you. They didn't deserve you then. They don't deserve you now. You split for a reason. They rejected you. So yeah, no. And so God is really trying to guide you away from this person. But see, they're in this new earth energy. They're going to tell you everything's changed, everything's different. Virgo, this is what I'm picking up. A lot of them are going to call you and tell you they're buying a new house. And they want you to help them pick out this new house, and they'll tell you they have lots of money, because of course they always had lots of money. And they're going to tell you, oh, I'm going to pick out this luxury house. Will you help me just decorate? Or they'll say something like, I just need someone to help me pick out colors. And you'll think, ooh, I'm really good at picking out colors. But this is just all another temptation and another game to them, right? And they do have the money, and they do have a house, and they do have whatever. But just be really cautious, because they're just trying to open doors with you and pull you back into this same thing. Manifestation. So see, this is them trying to manifest you into their life, and this is usually a card about money, but they see you as a resource, because your energy is a resource to them, and they use you to like pump up their ego or feed their ego. And that's just really grossing me out. Like, anyway. Orion Gate. So this is them trying to open some kind of a portal into your life. So this is like Stargate energy. They're trying to, this is almost like multiverse energy. They're trying to pull you into a multiverse where the two of you are together again. You're so heavy on this person's mind, and they're just like, they're really doing everything in their power to open this door. So they are going to sort of flash money in your face. For some Virgos, they may promise you a job, or may promise you fame, or may promise you money, or something like that. Or like I said, they're going to use their family and be like, this is this double temptation energy, where they're going to say, my dad and I really miss you, or my family really misses you, or they're going to use some weird thing to try to just pull you back in at all cost. Look at this, Sandala. So this is a heaven descent card. So this is what they're going to promise you. They're going to promise you everything. Like this time it's going to be really awesome. And for Virgo, they will promise you a lot of chemistry, because you had a lot of chemistry with this person. And they'll say, remember this time and that time, and don't get sucked back into this, because you might be tempted. But just be really cautious with this. Sacred Earth. So this is your energy, Virgo. I think a lot of Virgos are going to miss the call from this person because you're going to be outside. So Virgo, if you're camping, if you're gardening, if you're outside, you may be walking your dog, you're just really enjoying nature, and you're really enjoying like every season, every time in your life. And it could even be like raining on you, but you're the person that's like loving outside and just really into this earth energy, because we're the earth sign, so you love being outside. And this person, you're going to miss their call, or miss their text, or miss their message because you were outside. And then they're going to be like, don't you always have your phone on all the time? And you go ahead and say to this person, no, I don't. I was out enjoying my life, right? Centralon. So this is the message from God and the angels that the universe is huge. So don't feel like you have to go backwards, and don't feel like you have to be stuck with this person, because there's infinite possibilities for you. And God and the angels do have another partner. And a lot of Virgos, you have a partner right now, or you have someone that you're interested in. So don't let this person sort of knock you off your path. Shambhala, like, yeah, again, this is like the heaven energy. So this person's going to promise you this, that they are going to take you to heaven, and they're going to promise you all these high up things like marriage, status, money, house, whatever they have to offer you, travel, all your dreams, blah, blah, blah. But remember, they promised you this before, and they're just a liar, right? Let's see, Virgo, what else do we have here? Sword energy. So this is the truth. So you know the truth about this person, Virgo, and you know that they they're a liar, they're no good for you, but they're not really evil. And that's the thing, like they kind of creep into your energy, and you think, oh, they're just kind of a jerk, but I really like them. And it's like, no, don't trust them, and don't waste your time on this person. Ooh, look, Blue Earth Angel. So Virgo, this person is jealous of another person in your life that probably has blue eyes, or if you have blue eyes, there's something about a blue-eyed person here, blue-green eyes. If the person doesn't have blue-green eyes, they may tint their eyes, they may wear contact lenses sometimes. They're going to say to you, I'm so jealous of this person, I can't believe you were with this person, or with that person, or you dated someone or connected with someone that they know, and they're really jealous of this. So just be warned that they're going to put this in your face and say like, how could you, go out with that guy, I hate that guy, or something. Or for some of my Virgos, this is they're jealous of your child's mother or father, and they're going to say, I can't believe you had a kid with this person, kind of a thing. And it's like, well, too bad, right? Like, you had your chance, you missed your chance. Yeah, I moved on. But they're going to mention this to you, and they will, it could be like a long rambly email that they send you where they're like, I can't believe you had a baby with this person, and your child has, for some of my Virgos, your child has blue eyes or green eyes or light eyes or whatever. Or if it's not blue eyes, it's distinctive, and they're going to say, now your child has so-and-so's eyes, and I'm thinking about this, and I miss you, and like they're just trying to pull on your heartstrings here. Look at this. This is two cards that came out together. So this is Lapsus Ellipsis upside down, and the Gateway upside down. So this shows that the person is trying to get you to jump timelines with them in a negative way and go into a gateway in a negative way. Gateway upside down, this is like seduction energy, but in a negative way. So they're really trying to pull you into the past, and they're trying to pull you into the past with some kind of energy, some kind of vibe, some kind of message. They want to obstruct your path, but remember, God in the universe wants you to go forward, not backwards. Protection. So this is what the universe wants you to know. You're protected by the angels. You know what you're doing. Don't listen to this person. Don't listen to their weird messages. feel free to just ghost this person, because Virgo, you're such a nice person. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel like you should say something. It's like, no, you don't have to say anything. You don't owe this person an explanation. You don't owe them a goodbye, nothing. So it's okay to just delete the messages and ghost this person, because you are being guided by the white light energy. You're on your correct path, and don't get distracted. Last card, multidimensional healing. This is what I love for my Virgos. So you're on the path to ultimate healing, and you're on the path to aligning with your destiny. And this is why a lot of my Virgos, you're going to get your prosperity this year, and you're going to be on the, the happiest that you've ever been. So don't let this person obstruct you from what you're meant to achieve. Okay, Virgo, kind of a crazy message. Love you so much. I'm sending you love, peace, light, and ascendance. I could hardly say peace, because you see this person's trying to obstruct you. Just stay away from this person. May peace and love always surround you. Love you so much. Love you just the way you are. And I'll see you on the next one. Love you, Virgo.